This was your question on the end of the worksheet yesterday. So we're going to go through this step by step. So remember, when we're solving an equation, we want to try to get this part right here all by itself. So we have two things going on. We're multiplying by 5 and we're taking away 6. Now some of us want to divide by 5 first. Okay, it's not that you can't do that, but if you divide by 5, you're going to have to divide this part by 5, this part by 5, and this part by 5. Okay, so you're going to end up getting a crazy number here with that 6/5. So we don't really want to deal with the improper fraction if we don't have to. So the better way to solve this question would be to go ahead and add 6 first. We have 3 terms. So when you have two terms here on the left, when you have multiple terms, we want to be able to get rid of that, whatever you're subtracting or adding first. So we bring everything else down, and that's going to equal 30. So now we can deal with this 5 because we're trying to get this again by itself. So we have to get rid of that 5 by dividing. So we get x minus 3 squared equals 6. So we now need to get the x minus 3 out of the square root, or out of the squared term, so we did square root it. And we take plus and minus the square root of 6. So we're left with just x minus 3 on the left because my square root and my square cancel. And we have plus and minus root 6 on the right. Now the square root of 6 is not a perfect square, so there's not really anything else we need to do with that. But we do need to get x by itself. So to get x by itself, we need to add 3 to both sides. Now because of the radical, these are not like terms. So some people were trying to add the 6 and the 3, and that's not true. Okay, we can't do that. If there's a radical, we really don't have that final answer yet. So it's not simplified like 3 is. All right, so we're going to take our whole number of 3, and we're going to add or subtract the square root of 6. This becomes my final answer. And that's all I need to do. Let's look at another question. So let's say that we have 7 plus the square root of 3 plus x. I'm sorry, not the square root. Let's not write that. Let's do 7 plus 3, or times 3 plus x, quantity squared, equals 16. Okay, so again, we've got some different things going on here. We have to deal with this 7 first. So we're going to take away 7 from both sides because you're just adding that 7. So the opposite of adding is subtracting. We would get 3 plus x squared because again, we're trying to get this to be by itself so we can work on the problem. Equals 9. So to get this by itself, we got to take the square root. We do that to both sides. So whatever you do to one side, you're doing to the other side. We have 3 plus x equals plus and minus 3. Okay, so we have two things that could happen. 3 plus x could equal a negative 3, or 3 plus x could equal a positive 3. So now we just go ahead and solve for x. X equals negative 6, or x could equal 0. So you could graph this and look at it on your Desmos calculator. It will show you this going across the x-axis at negative 6 and 0. Okay, so again, you can always pull that up and look at it because that's a way to check your answer to make sure you are correct. So 7 plus 3 plus x squared equals 16. All right, so it's going to show you here that one answer is -6, one answer is 0. Okay, let's look at another one. Let's say that we have 8 or -8 plus x minus 2 squared. And let's go ahead and throw in a 4 here. And that's going to equal 32. Okay, so now we have some more things going on here. We still are trying to get this part by itself. So we have to get rid of the -8 that's being added and the 4 that's being multiplied. All right, so to undo an equation, we always deal with your reverse of the PEMDAS method. So we're going to go to the addition or subtraction parts first because we got to get rid of that to make it more simple. Okay, which we did. We still want to get this part by itself, so now we have to deal with that 4 by dividing both sides by 4. So x minus 2 squared equals 10. Okay, we now need to go ahead and do our square root. So that leaves us with x minus 2 equals plus and minus root 10. We can't do anything with root 10. It's not a perfect square, so we're just going to leave it alone for now. So x is going to be 2 plus and minus the square root of 10. And that is done for our purposes. Okay, so there's two answers there, 2 plus the square root of 10 and 2 minus the square root of 10. So let's see what that looks like on the graph. We can do -8 plus 4 times the quantity x minus 2 squared equals 32. Okay, so we're going to get these numbers that are like decimals. So if you wanted to check it, you could say, all right, well, what would be 2 plus the square root of 10 if I estimated it? Okay, that's going to be that 5.16228. Okay, if I did the minus, I'm over here at the 1.16228. So that's our last question on the just the review. So now you need to go and try it on your own. Good luck.